Welcome to this deep dive. If you look in the mirror today, you probably just see a face, a few wrinkles, maybe a blemish.
Right, exactly. Just the surface level stuff.
Yeah. But today, we are taking a stack of ancient texts, including the Garuda Purana and the Samudraka Shastra, to decode one very specific, incredibly rare feature on that face.
A natural trishul or a trident mark right on the forehead.
Because, to these ancient scholars, skin and bone were secondary.
Oh, completely. We're basically treating the human body as this highly detailed cosmic map where biology physically meets destiny.
Okay, let's unpack this. In these traditions, the forehead, which they call the lalada, isn't just blank real estate.
No, not at all.
Think of it as a complex dashboard displaying your soul's energetic blueprint. And for the lucky few with this natural trident shape in their forehead lines, that dashboard is just lighting up with an intense solar energy.
Yeah, and to really understand why it's solar energy, you have to look at the Vishnu Purana.
Oh, right, the sun god story.
Exactly. The story goes that the sun god's raw energy was so blindingly intense, his wife couldn't even look at him.
Wow.
So the cosmic architect, the Vishwakarma, literally shaved off 1/8 of the sun's power.
And he used that to forge the trident, right?
Use that exact solar energy to forge
Right.
it, yeah. So when a human is born with this mark, the text suggests their soul is carrying a microscopic imprint of that primordial solar fire.
Wait, hold on. If you're walking around with a literal fraction of the sun's energy stamped on your dashboard, that sounds volatile.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Does having that intense heat just guarantee a perfect life, or could it actually burn you out if you don't know how to channel it?
Well, unchecked, it leads to massive overthinking or a really stubborn hesitation to act. The heat gets trapped.
So it builds up with nowhere to go.
Right. But what's fascinating here is how the three prongs of the trident actually map out the containment system for that heat.
Oh, okay. Break that down for me.
So the left prong represents Brahma, which is tied to your past and your willpower.
Okay. Past and willpower.
The middle prong is Vishnu, representing the present and knowledge. And then the right prong is Shiva, governing the future and action.
Past, present, future. Willpower, knowledge, action. So it's literally a built-in regulatory system.
Precisely. Which brings us to the health claims.
Yeah, I'm looking at the notes here, and it claims this grants a 100-year disease-free lifespan. That sounds a bit like ancient hyperbole. How does a skin mark actually grant physical immunity?
Well, it's not the mark itself curing a cold, right? The mark is the external indicator of an optimally balanced internal state.
Oh, it's a symptom of the balance.
Exactly. When willpower, knowledge, and action are in perfect energetic harmony, the body just doesn't waste vital force on internal friction.
That makes total sense.
And that deep internal health then spills over into relationships. The texts claim women with this mark bring immense prosperity to their in-laws.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and men are exceptionally loyal partners, mostly because they aren't constantly seeking external validation. The internal balance is already there.
So if you're checking your own forehead in the mirror right now, hoping for massive external success, there is a catch.
There's always a catch.
This doesn't just happen overnight. The texts pinpoint a very specific mathematical peak, which is age 36. Why 36?
In Vedic astrology, 36 is mathematically significant. It represents the maturation of certain planetary cycles.
Mostly tied to Saturn and karma, right?
Exactly. It's the exact year where the soul's past karma and present efforts finally lock into place.
So all the roadblocks just clear out?
They clear completely, leading to explosive career success, wealth, and often really high leadership roles.
Here's where it gets really interesting. This mark essentially signifies a highly active Ajna chakra, the third eye.
Right, the energetic center.
But earlier you mentioned a huge difference between someone born with this natural trishul and someone who actively draws a tripundra, those 3 lines of ash on their forehead.
It's a massive difference, yeah.
Think of the ash mark as someone wearing a superhero t-shirt to remind themselves of who they want to be. But the natural birthmark, that means the hardware is already installed.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the person drawing the ash is using a physical practice to tune their mental radio to a spiritual frequency.
To actively seek that power.
Right. But the person with the natural mark isn't trying to tune the radio. They are the antenna.
Born wired for that insight.
Exactly. It proves our physical forms aren't just random genetics, but direct reflections of much deeper cosmic energies.
So, what does this all mean? We started by treating the face as a dashboard for ancient cosmic forces and lifetimes of karma.
Which is a pretty profound shift in perspective.
It really is, and it leaves you with a pretty wild thought to mull over.
What's that?
Well, if the soul's blueprint shapes the physical body, could the micro expressions you make today, the habits and thoughts you are forming right now, be slowly carving entirely new, destiny altering symbols into your own face?
I mean, you're literally reshaping the dashboard in real time.
Exactly. Next time you look in that mirror, you might just wonder what blueprint you're drawing for tomorrow.